Hello everyone and welcome to American Airlines Center here in Dallas, Texas, as we have game number 2 between the Nashville Predators and the Dallas Stars. As we take a look at our starting goaltenders for this one, Pekka Rinne with a record of 5-1-2 after taking a Game 1 win there. And Ben Bishop, despite getting a Game 1 loss, still having some pretty good stats with a save percentage just over 900. Eric Cruikshank here on the call for tonight's game here on the ENHL Playoff Network. Let's get set for puck drop now. Here is Tyler Seguin and Ryan Johansson, and Seguin wins it back to Lindell, who skates over the blue line now. Down low is Esa Lindell, who gets a little space, and a backhand shot is stopped there. The point shot there once again by Klingberg is stopped, and Matt Duchene now heads over the blue line. Centers it off to Ryan Ellis, gets a little space, and that one will just go into the chest of Ben Bishop. Good pace here early on by both sides, getting some good chances from both defensemen jumping into the rush there. Here is Ryan Johansson on the draw. And this top line for the Nashville Predators was huge, and there's a turnover there by Duchene, who tries to get a shot off, and that one is contested there. Here is Klingberg up to Rupe Hintz. Hintz heading over the blue line now back to Seguin. Lindell tries to get it to Perry, and there's a turnover there. And Ryan Ellis now has some space, heads up ice, tries to get it over to Duchene, who couldn't get the pass back. Here is Esa Lindell, and he will just dump that puck in for Roman Josi now. Gives it up, and there's almost a turnover there, but Ryan Johansson recovers. Here he is now. Weak shot there by Duchene. Along the ice is stopped by Bishop. And Jamie Benn now heading back with Denis Gurianov. Klingberg walking the blue line now. Heads it back to Lindell, who plays catch. And tip pass eventually recovered by Ben. Lindell now walking in, gets a shot that's tipped there. Roman Josi back up to Philip Forsberg and Granlund now. Forsberg working along the circle. Gets a little space and almost got a good chance there, but stick lift there by Klingberg was crucial on that one. Gurianov tried to swing it back to Jamie Benn, and back come the Predators now. Ryan Johansson drops it off for Fabro. A one-time shot there by Ellis goes off of Granlund and out of play as we take a look at Philip Forsberg, who's gotten a couple of nice chances here early on. He leads the Predators in scoring in these playoffs, as we get back into play. Here is Matthias Janmark. Janmark over to Radulov. Radulov, the shot along the ice, is easily blocked aside there by Pekka Rinne, and there's a big hit on Ekholm. And here is Dante Fabro, tried to swing it back up. Turnover there, and here is Heiskanen dropping it back for Sekera. The shot patted aside by Rinne. And Forsberg now heading back. Here is Bonino. Bonino tried to get the pass out, could not, and the Stars will break out easily here. And here is Janmark, the shot along the ice. Traffic in front now. Let's see who can recover it here. It's Faksa of the Dallas Stars. Faksa down low, back up to Heiskanen. Tried to swing it across ice for the one-time shot. Couldn't get through. And Matthias Ekholm now, and we got a delayed penalty coming. And it's going to go against the Dallas Stars for the first penalty in this game. Radek Faksa heads for hooking. Let's take a look at this one here. And there was tons of traffic in front of the net there, and just trying to recover the puck was Radek Faksa, and he got his stick into the hands of Matthias Ekholm. So we will see the first power play of this game go to work here. The Predators have a pretty stacked lineup for their first unit. Roman Josi, Arvidsson, Johansson, Kyle Turris, and Matt Duchene. And the Stars come back the other way now as Como gets a little space. Quick transition now for the Predators as Duchene tried to get a cross-ice pass. Almost recovered there by Johansson, but the Stars get it once again. Good pressure here by the Stars, shorthanded as they get a shot, but that one is blocked there. And Dickinson will just put it behind the net for Johansson. Now Arvidsson with it. Turnover there at center ice. And here is Dickinson. Como a shot. Great chance there for the Stars, shorthanded, as we're still waiting on this first goal of this game. Jamie Benn leading the Stars in points for these playoffs. But great pressure here by the Dallas Stars on their penalty kill as Tyler Seguin steps on the ice for Dallas. Sekera launches it behind the net and Ekholm recovers it. Turnover there, and Rene is forced to cover it. Once again, the pressure continues here, and it's got a lot to do with their physicality as we see the top 10 hits in the playoffs. Esa Lindell up there for sure, as game 1 was a pretty physical one. Rupe Hintz now taking the draw as Seguin steps off. And it's won by the Predators. Here is Philip Forsberg. Forsberg now over the blue line. Gets it off to Craig Smith. Couldn't get the shot off. Ellis, the point shot, tipped in, and he scores. What a tip there by Mikael Granlund to get the first goal of this game. And to give the Dallas Stars a 1-0 deficit early on in this game. And that's just unfortunate if you're the Dallas Stars, because you had some great pressure there throughout majority of the penalty kill, and then just one chance back the other way, and that's all it took for Mikael Granlund to get the tip past Ben Bishop. Just absolutely no chance there. And we see the first line now step back out for Dallas. Let's see if they can respond against the fourth line here of the Predators. Here's Tyler Seguin now, stopping up, and Rupe Hintz recovers it at the dot, tried to swing it over, could not, and quick movement back now for this fourth line here, the Predators, but Seguin eventually gets it and will walk over center, drops it back to Heiskanen, redirected that for a nice slap shot there by Sekera, just off the shoulder of Rene, and back in the Stars zone now. Here is Andrej Sekera, and he sends it up. That one is tipped, and the Predators will regroup now. Here's Kelly Yarncrook, try to toe drag there on Seguin. He recovered it and is stopping up, waiting for his teammates. Tried a centering pass, but that one is stolen there, and back come the Predators. Kelly Yarncrook now down low, tried to get it back up to the point, and that one will head back into the Nashville zone here. Here is Yannick Weber. Weber up to Craig Smith. Pass goes off the skate and is recovered by Dallas, and solid hit there by Grimaldi, and Grimaldi gets the puck now. Here is Tyler Seguin, and Bonino turns it over. Hamhuis now up to Grimaldi, and back comes Gurianov now. Gurianov moving in, stops there, and here is Craig Smith now working with Forsberg. Forsberg down low, centers it to Fabro. Fabro back over to Craig Smith, he scores! Craig Smith wide open for a one-timer there, and a beautiful pass by Dante Fabro. And just no chance for Ben Bishop there, as that one just is a bullet past him with no coverage at all, leaving the left side of the ice completely open, and no chance. Bishop's going to slide over there in time, and we got a 2-goal lead now for the Dallas Stars, or for the Nashville Predators rather. Esa Lindell now off of the win by Radek Faksa turns it over, and here comes Forsberg now the other way. Nice move there, the windmill just gets through, but Klingberg recovers it, and here comes Dallas. They dump it in there. Here is Philip Forsberg up to Kyle Turris. Former Ottawa Senator dumps it in as he crosses the blue line, and Ben Bishop now gets involved in the play there as there's a centering pass, and that one is blocked. Stars now looking to respond here, down 2. This next goal is going to be huge for sure. Radek Faksa over to Klingberg now on the point. Back to Alexiak. Try to get it down low, and Rene plays it and will be forced to make another stop. This Predators group feeling pretty confident here as Rene makes a pretty risky play, sending that puck out there, but nevertheless we have a face-off in the Predator zone now. Here is Jason Dickinson. He loses the draw there, and Alexiak sends it over to Polak, the point shot, is blocked there. And Ryan Ellis swings it up to Johansson. Back up to Granlund. Granlund now dropping it for Yossi. Yossi the shot. And that one is stopped by Ben Bishop. Ellis now. Tried to center it there. Could not. And Cogliano heads back the other way. Cogliano now dropping it for Alexiak. And Granlund causes a turnover. Heads back the other way. Johansson. And we got a rush here now. Here is Blake Como. Tries to send it for Ben. Weak backhand shot there is easily stopped. And Rene plays it once again. Rocco Grimaldi now centering it. Granlund the shot off the shoulder of Bishop and behind the net. Sekera now. Off the boards up to Pavelski. Pavelski the shot wide over the net. And the Stars turning it over there, and Ben gets a backhand shot. Sekera once again. Sekera right in tight. Could not bury off of his own rebound there. And the puck will come out very quickly, and we get an offside here. 3 minutes left to go in this first period. Pretty eventful stuff here so far. As I mentioned, this first goal, or this next goal rather, is going to be huge, as Nashville find themselves here with a 2-0 lead. Matthias Ekholm now centers it for Yarncrook, and he scores. 3-0 Nashville. Calle Yarncrook perfectly positioned, and an even better pass there as he finds a lane somehow, and it's right on the tape of Calle Yarncrook, and he'll easily slide that past Bishop. What a pass there through all of the traffic. And now Nashville has a commanding 3-0 lead here in the final minutes of this first period. We got a lot of hockey left to go, but this is a confident lead here for the Predators. Tyler Seguin now with a nice move, gives it off to Hintz. Hintz behind the net, and Ekholm picks it up for Watson. Back up to Yarncrook now, who just scored. He gets back out on the ice. Sissons now walking in front. Shot along the ice is stuck aside there. Austin Watson now with some pressure in front, but Corey Perry covers the rebound, and Rupe Hintz now playing catch with Seguin. Back to Hintz. Traffic in front there, loose puck, and it is covered by Pekka Rinne. Nice response there by the Dallas Stars to try and get themselves back into this game, as this lead quickly went away from them off of the first goal there on the power play. Yannick Weber now gives it up to Kyle Turris. Victor Arvidsson is knocked off there by Klingberg. And the Stars will dump it in now. Pressuring is Janmark. Centering pass there for Weber. Back up to Arvidsson now, heading over the blue line. Arvidsson back up to the point. A shot is wide. And back come the Stars now. 4-on-1. What a rush here. Janmark, a shot is blocked. Great defensive play there by Dan Hamhuis to weather the storm there. Radek Faksa back with Radulov. And final rush here for Kyle Turris. Gives it back, a shot off the post. And that one's rolling in front and does not get past Ben Bishop. What a turn of events there as the period expires. Great pressure by the Stars. But the Predators escape this period with a 3-0 lead. Heading into the second now. Lots of action here in Dallas. We thank you very much for tuning in so far, and we will see you momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome back to American Airlines Center here in Dallas, Texas as we get set for period number 2 between the Stars and the Predators here, commanding 3-0 lead for the Predators after the first goal on the power play. Just, wow, what a chance there in front. But after that first goal on the power play, the offense just kept coming there for Nashville, and the Stars found themselves down 3 very quickly here. Lots of action in this second period early on now. Roman Josi back to Ellis. Here's Ryan Johansson. Pressured there by Henson. Tipped pass. Ellis recovers and Granlund heads over the blue line. Granlund now with a little space. He scores! What an innocent shot there by Mikael Granlund. Just sneaks by over the shoulder of Ben Bishop. Granlund with 2 goals in this one puts the Predators up 4. Wow, what a shot there by Mikael Granlund. Just picks the corner on Ben Bishop. And now this lead is seeming more and more insurmountable for the Dallas Stars here as the offense keeps coming here for Nashville early in this second period. And let's see if they can continue it now. Here is Ekholm now breaking out. Gives it up to Arvidsson. Working down low. Gives it back up to Fabro. Here's Forsberg. Arvidsson over to Ekholm. Ekholm now back to Arvidsson. Shot there by Turris. Arvidsson with a chance on the rebound there. Wide open net chance there for Arvidsson. Just could not put it in. And here come the Stars now. Shot blocked there. And Arvidsson with a move gets a turnover, and Pavelski the shot rather into the glove of Pekka Rinne is stopped. Nice response there by Dallas. At this time, on behalf of the NHL Network, we'd like to let you know that we are now donating all of the revenue generated from the stream to Project Hope in the fight against the coronavirus. Project Hope provides protective gear and other critical equipment to doctors and nurses working on the front lines. And if you'd like to donate, you can click the link in the chat, or you can donate directly through the stream through subscriptions, bits, or just being a viewer. So, all earnings go to Project Hope, and thank you so much for your support. Grimaldi now sends it back for Craig Smith. Tries to get it in front, and Bishop recovers. Just about 4 minutes gone here in this second period, and the Predators are able to put up yet another goal in this one, making their lead 4. Let's see if they can keep it consistent now. Dan Hamhuis over to Grimaldi with a great chance. Another shot there along the ice, and Bishop stops that one. Bishop going to have to be very strong for his team here, as this group needs him for sure, as they find themselves down 4 now. Bonino wins the draw. Back point shot by Weber. Just goes wide. Alexiak gives it up to Radulov now. Radulov tries a move at the dot. Does not work, and Grimaldi recovers it, but it's a turnover there. And Radek Faksa gets a shot off into the chest of Pekka Rinne to force a face-off now. Radek Faksa with that first penalty in this game, which led to a domino effect of goals here, as Dallas with the chance to go down 0-2 in this series, as we got another break here. Let's see who can win that, and it is Dickinson. Cogliano now with it, over the blue line. Down low now, he tried to send it back up, and it's deflected back down low for Josi, giving it up. Josi back now with it. Ellis now playing catch with Yarncrook. Yarncrook now getting some space down low. Lindell picks it up and heads back the other way. Here's Blake Como. Como back to Cogliano. The shot is stopped, and Ryan Ellis quickly back up for Austin Watson, who will dump it in for a change. Klingberg now giving up to Como, and Lindell now giving it up to Klingberg once again. Klingberg jumping in the rush here, trying to get some offense going for this Stars team. And they're going to need it very quickly here. Is Matt Duchene, who gets knocked off the puck. Tyler Seguin now giving it back to Rupe Hintz. Rupe Hintz now over to Seguin, one-on-one, gets a weak backhand shot off, easily stopped there by Rinne. Heiskanen now back for Como. Como to secure the shot along the ice. Easily stopped by Ben Bishop, or Pekka Rinne rather. And here's Como with shot into the glove of Rinne. And we will get another whistle here. Nice response there by the Stars. It's the start of a very long uphill battle here, it seems, for the rest of this game. Pavelski wins the draw back now to Sekera. The point shot there is blocked. Jamie Benn gives it up to Gurianov, whose shot is stopped once again by Pekka Rinne, who has played very strong thus far, despite not getting a lot of overwhelmingly hard chances against, but he's been as good as they need him to be in this one. Dante Fabro now giving it up to Arvidsson. Arvidsson now toe drag there as he crosses the blue line. Behind the net now, centering pass to Turris. He scores. Kyle Turris. Perfect positioning there off of a wonderful pass there by Victor Arvidsson. And it's a 5-0 lead now for the Nashville Predators. This one just seems all but over now, as great chemistry there by Arvidsson to find the wide open Turris, saucering it over a couple of sticks there, but just bad communication on defense as we see Klingberg there with a bad defensive play, leaves Turris wide open in front. Both of them committed to Arvidsson in the corner, leaving too much space there in front of the net. Fabro now wins the draw here, and here's Forsberg. Forsberg now working around the circle. Sekera now giving it up. And the Stars now quickly back. Here is Gurianov back to Jamie Benn. Benn now quickly shot there by Pavelski, trying to get this team on the board with 10 minutes gone here in this second period. But Pekka Rinne standing tall for this Predators team. Third line stepping out for the Dallas Stars now. Radek Faksa losing the draw there, but they recover it. Here is Matthias Janmark. Janmark now backhands it behind the net for Faksa. Yannick Weber giving it up to Bonino. Bonino now over the blue line, dropping it back for Weber, centering it to Craig Smith, the shot, and that one will just float into the belly of Ben Bishop. Not a lot of momentum here going for the Stars. They get a couple of chances, but then it just seems to be all Predators here, as this is also quite the meltdown now for Ben Bishop, so they will have to reevaluate who starts in game number 3. Shot redirected there into the chest of Rinne, and we get a little collision there by Radulov in front. And they're going to need Radulov to step up here as well. He's been one of their biggest offensive weapons throughout the regular season and has not been able to produce much in this series. Tyler Seguin now wins the draw back to Polak. Polak centering it for Seguin. Shot blocked there by Hamhuis. And Rocco Grimaldi now working his way up over center. Will dump it in. And here is Alexiak giving it up for Perry. Perry now almost offside. There was Seguin. Back to Polak. Alexiak the shot. Jamie Alexiak jumping into the rush there. Gets a nice opportunity, and here is Dan Hamhuis now. Turnover there, and Seguin will recover it as the Stars head back now. Here is Seguin, a shot. Blocker to side, and rebound there by Hintz just could not be buried as the Predators defense recover the puck and give it up to Matt Duchene. Duchene now checked off there by Heiskanen. Nice play there by the young defender, and they will just dump it back in. Pressure there by Perry on Yossi, but the Predators are able to break out easily now, and here is Matt Duchene once again on the right side, giving it up to Austin Watson. Nice pass, and shot just goes over the pad and wide. Austin Watson now wide open in front, and that one is stopped there by Ben Bishop. That is a big save there. Jamie Benn, the shot is blocked. And Austin Watson will pick it up here in the neutral zone, heading back the other way. Is absolutely hammered there by Alexiak, and Gurianov heads back now with Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn now getting a little space back to Foxa. Shot is deflected, but Rene shuts the door once again. 5:30 left to go here in this second period. 5-0 lead here for the Predators as Yarncrook is rocked in the center ice there. And Janmark now gets a shot off, patted aside by Rene. Janmark now, no pressure on him, leaves it back up, and there's a turnover. Arvidsson with a nice move to get across there, and wide angle slap shot is gloved by Ben Bishop for a face-off in the offensive zone. Cal Yarncrook getting the brunt of a lot of big hits here in this game, and there's another one by Radek Faksa. He took the first penalty in this game, and he wants to try and redeem himself here as the game continues. Arvidsson now giving it back up to Ellis. Arvidsson once again. Kyle Turris now back to Roman Josi. Forsberg now. Alexiak with it. Up the boards to Como, and Cogliano picks it up, but he is offside. Like I mentioned earlier, not a lot of momentum being able to be sustained here for the Dallas Stars. They get a couple chances, but then Nashville gets that top line out once again. And Mikael Granlund, with 2 goals in this one, has also been a big factor. Nice move there by Arvidsson now. Here's Roman Josi. Tried to swing it back, and Cogliano has a little bit of a break now, dropping it back to regroup. Here is Dickinson. Cogliano now tries to center it for Como, could not go, but a turnover there at the blue line is eventually recovered by the Stars, but another turnover for Dickinson. Can't get the shot off, and Ryan Ellis will head back the other way. This Predators defense has been very solid thus far. Janmark now back up to Dickinson. Janmark is stepped up on by Josi. Grimaldi now quickly back the other way. 2 minutes left to go here in the second period. Pass is tipped, and the Stars will head back. Here is Miro Heiskanen. Down low for Foxa off the post, and that one is covered by Pekka Rinne here. Well, we find ourselves here in Dallas with a 5-0 lead here in favor of the Predators. Lots of defensive plays here by Nashville are keeping themselves with this lead, though. We cannot forget about that. Here is Rupe Hintz now, dropping it down low for Granlund, who gives it back to Rinne, who sends it out. Matt Duchene here with the last minute of play in the second. Dan Hamhuis now giving off to Johansson the shot. Blocker aside there by Ben Bishop. Corey Perry now. Perry now tipped. Pass. Eventually Sekera gets it in. A tip shot from the point will go into the chest of Pekka Rinne for another stop. Pekka Rinne playing phenomenal so far, but as his defenders are as well in front of him. Working the blue line now is Sekera, and Heiskanen down low for Gurianov. He scores! Denis Gurianov gets the Dallas Stars on the board here in the dying seconds of the second period. Rinne just did not see that one coming, I guess. He gets a quick shot off as there was a couple of options that he was probably surveying. Great shot there by Gurianov off a nice feed from Sekera as they try to claw back into this game here. It's a pretty nice goal and a pretty nice time for them, as they would rather not head into the third with a 5-goal deficit. 6 seconds left to go now, and time will just tick down here as Jamie Benn gives it up to Pavelski. He is knocked off the puck, and the second period is over. 5-1 the score now in favor of the Nashville Predators. But that late goal there, let's see if it can spark some offense for the Stars now, as they will have to regroup here. Thank you very much for tuning in so far to the ENHL Playoff Network, and we will be back here momentarily for period number 3. At this time, on behalf of the ENHL Network, we'd like to let you know that we are now donating all of the revenue generated from this stream to Project Hope in the fight against the coronavirus. Project Hope provides protective gear and other critical equipment to doctors and nurses working on the front lines, and if you'd like to donate, you can click the link in the chat, and you can donate directly through the stream, through subscriptions, bits, or just being a viewer. So thank you all for your support. And Corey Perry with a nice shot there to get the Dallas Stars within 3 now. And let's see if the Stars can crawl back here somehow. They got a lot of time left, and that's a nice shot there by Perry at the point to catch Rene off guard. And that seems like the motive here for the Stars is to just find Rene in positions where he cannot adjust quickly enough. And with just 30 seconds into this third period, this lead is cut to 3. Roman Josi now another turnover, and here is Rupe Hintz now. Another rush once again, and that would have been huge, but Pekka Rene shuts the door. Good response there by Rene after letting in a couple of weak goals here. He's able to close it off on Hintz after a bad turnover there by Roman Josi, their captain. Crazier things have happened, and we'll see if this Stars team can do it. They have the talent. Here is Matt Duchesne now. Johansson is hooked, and that is huge, as that will send the Nashville Predators back on the power play here with a chance to convert on this one and put them back up 4. Tyler Seguin with just an undisciplined play there in the corner. Heads to the box for 2. Granlund now with 2 goals in this game will take the draw here against Blake Como, and Como wins it. But there's a turnover there. Forsberg gives it up to Granlund, and that one is stopped by Ben Bishop. Bishop's going to have to remain perfect here for his team throughout this one if they want to crawl their way back into it. Ryan Johansson now on the draw, loses it there, and Roman Polak turns it over to Johansson. Forsberg now sending it back up, down low, and Duchesne gets a wide-angle shot. That one is stopped, and quickly come back the Stars as he dumps it in there. Johansson now over to Arvidsson, making a move at the dot, centers it to Duchesne. The slap shot is stopped. Arvidsson once again a little space along the ice. The shot is stopped once again by Bishop. Here's Andrew Cogliano along the circle, putting it behind the net all the way out to the blue line, and Arvidsson picks it up. And he plays catch with Duchesne, and they will regroup in the neutral zone, but there's a turnover there by Ekholm. Big hit there, though, and the Predators recover it. Here is Ryan Ellis, giving it off to Arvidsson, a shot. Could not go through, and Roman Polak gives it off to Lindell, and Faxa will dump it in here. And that will just about do it here for this power play, as some pretty strong responses here by the Stars are able to make sure there's no go-ahead goal once again, as there's another big save by Ben Bishop, who's also been pretty solid thus far in this third period. Rupe Hintz tries a centering pass, no good, and here comes Sekera down low, jumping into the rush with Radulov. Sekera now giving it off to Seguin. Back behind the net now, and Craig Smith picks it up. Predators now in the neutral zone. Turnover just as they head across the blue line. And Radulov now working his way into the Predators' territory as he puts it behind the net for Gurianov. Another shot, he scores! Denis Gurianov puts the Dallas Stars within 2 now. This game could have an exciting finish here, as the Stars are just not going away. What a great play there by Gurianov to get it across ice and then find some space himself for the slap shot there right in the middle of the ice to sneak it past Rene. And now they definitely have a way better chance than they did heading into the third period, as they find themselves just down 2 now. Kyle Turris tries a centering pass, no good, and let's see if the Predators can respond here with a insurance goal. Another shot there by Gurianov is stopped. Ekholm now giving it up to Lindell. Another shot there by Pavelski. Gurianov trying to get the rebound, cannot, and Arvidsson gives it up to Yarncrook. Here comes Fabro, the shot along the ice is stopped. And that one is stopped by Ben Bishop, who lets it go. Pavelski now moving back with Gurianov. Gurianov gets a shot along the ice, giving it up to Ben. What a goal by Jamie Benn as he picks it short side over Pecorine. And it's just a 1-goal lead now for the Nashville Predators. What a collapse this has been for the Nashville Predators as they had a massive lead heading into this third period, and now it is just 1. What a beautiful shot there by Jamie Benn to pick it right over the shoulder of Pecorine. Perfectly placed, and the captain stepping up big there. Pulls them within 1 with 13 minutes left to go. Lots of time here. But there's a turnover now and a chance for Colton Sissons. And he recovers it, giving it up to Yossi. Or Austin Watson, rather. And he gives it up to Yarncrook, who cannot get it through. But the Stars are breaking it now. Here is Esa Lindell. Lindell now giving it up to Rupe Hintz. Back up to Lindell. Sagan now a shot. And that's bouncing on the goal line, and it can't get through. What a chance there for the Dallas Stars, as that was right on the goal line, and that one would have tied this game up and made this one of the biggest comebacks in recent playoff history for sure. Here is Rocco Grimaldi now, who turns it over at center to Faksa. Radulov now with it, giving it up to Radek Faksa. On the right side now, pinned in the corner, and Hamhuis working with Grimaldi, and eventually the Predators recover it, and back comes Craig Smith. All alone in the corner now, gives it back up to Weber. Bonino now gives it back to Craig Smith for the wide open backhand, couldn't sneak it through. Weber now, moving in, back to Ekholm. Ekholm now, and there's a turnover here. And back comes Alexander Radulov now, stopping up, picks it up once again. And Pecorine shuts the door on him. But a great chance there by Alexander Radulov as that puck almost snuck through the defender for a great chance. And of course the backhander there would have been huge for the Predators to give themselves a 2-goal lead, but great comeback here so far by the Dallas Stars. Let's see if they can complete it. Johansson now makes a move at the circle, and he is knocked off the puck there by Como. And he's got a little bit of a rush here. He stops up, giving it back to Polak. Alexiak with some space. Shot is blocked. Como now another shot. There's a rebound in front for Cogliano. Dickinson a shot. Goes wide. Granlund back to Ekholm and quickly up to Craig Smith. Or Matt Duchene, rather. And that one is blocked, but a good chance for Johansson in front just does not go through. Duchene once again, and there is a penalty coming once again to the Dallas Stars, and this penalty kill is going to have to go to work once again like they just did moments ago, because a goal here would be huge for Nashville, as tons of momentum would be taken away from this Stars team. And it's going to be Roman Polak heading to the box now as we get set for the power play here. Johansson wins it. Turris now. Arvidsson centering to Duchene. The shot is gloved. Good one-timer there by Matt Duchene, but that one was stopped by Ben Bishop, who's played pretty great in this third period, but as has his whole team in front of him, really. The defense not letting a lot of great chances up for the Predators. Another shot there by Craig Smith is stopped as Corey Perry feeds it to Ben Bishop for the whistle to regroup there. Don't want to give up any opportunities here to this Predators team, as they have made them pay throughout this game. Draw now in the Stars zone is won by Granlund. Feeds it over to Yossi, the one-timer. Easy save there for Ben Bishop, and 1:30 left to go in this power play. Pretty slow flow to this later stage of the third period. And tie up there on the draw. Forsberg gets it, puts it behind the net. Granlund now, up to Turris. And Yossi picks it up at the blue line, tries to saucer it through a crowd, and does not. Lindell now working his way over the blue line. Lindell giving it back up to the point is Klingberg. Back down, and there's a turnover there for the Stars, and Craig Smith now heads over the blue line for Nashville. Down low, tries to center it across, and Forsberg couldn't get a piece of that. Radek Faksa now turns it over with a toe drag, and Craig Smith gives it up to Ryan Johansson. Looking for a last chance here on the power play. The shot is blocked, and the power play will expire as a shot bounces out of play, and we will get a whistle. That was a big penalty kill for the Stars, as they have the final 7 minutes of this game to try and complete the comeback. Turnover there for the Stars, and here they come now. Corey Perry with it, trying to drop it, but Austin Watson picks it up. Heiskanen now working in the neutral zone, gives it up to Sekera. Sagan now dropping it back for Sekera. Patiently waiting for Sagan to get open, tried to center it to Perry, and that's picked up by the Predators, and here is Colton Sissons. Sissons now down low. Backhand pass in front of shot. Point shot there is stopped by Ben Bishop, and there's 5 minutes left to go here in this third period. Nashville starting to come alive here with a lot of turnovers generated in their own zone, turning it into offense. Here is Gurianov. He's got a goal in this game so far. Gurianov, shot there, easily stopped by Rene, but they will get a face-off now in their zone. At this time, on behalf of the ENHL Network, we'd like to let you know that we are now donating all of the revenue generated from the stream to Project Hope in the fight against the coronavirus. You can click the link in the chat, or you can donate directly through the stream, through subscriptions, bits, or just being a viewer. Thank you so much for your support so far. And let's get back into it here, as Jamie Alexiak is pressured there by Arvidsson, causing a turnover now. But Ben tips the pass, and he gets it back for Alexiak, who heads over the blue line. Jamie Alexiak handing it off to Pavelski. Back up to Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn getting a little space. Out to Pavelski. He scores! Joe Pavelski ties the game up at 5. What a comeback for the Dallas Stars here. Joe Pavelski has had a couple of big goals in this series, and that is his biggest one yet. Maybe the biggest in his playoff career, as he ties this one up here in Game 2 of the second round after being down 5-1 heading into the third period. What a performance here by the Dallas Stars. Radek Faksa back out on the ice here for the Dallas Stars. What a performance on all fronts here, as that's just a big collapse for the Predators as they get a rush here now. Here is Johansson, a shot is blocked there. He gets it back out. Ryan Ellis. Here is Ryan Ellis back to Granlund. Turnover caused there, but Duchesne gets it up. There's a stick on the ice. And back safely are the Stars now. Breaking out here is Jamie Alexiak behind the net. The big defender gives it out to Radek Faksa. Tried to swing it back out for the one-timer, could not. And we got just under 2 minutes to go here in this third period. Here is Janmark. Stopping up is knocked off the puck. Alexiak now. The big body gets a little space there, and he shoots along the ice. It's stopped by Rene. Here comes Dan Hamhuis. Radek Faksa back with it now, and Hamhuis eventually recovers it, breaking out now for the Predators. With the last minute of play here in the third, they're trying to get a last chance. A point shot there by Ryan Ellis stopped. Rupe Hintz now behind the net for Sekera. Radulov now with it. Hands it over to Hintz. And Radulov is knocked off the puck. Last chance here for the Predators as Ellis fans on the shot, gets another one off. It's stopped by Ben Bishop. Pavelski now, the hero of this game thus far. Giving it off to Gurianov. And that one is covered. This line here for the Stars has been unbelievable throughout this game. And what a collapse there for Pekka Rinne as well, who unfortunately had a phenomenal first period, even first 2 periods, and just unable to secure the lead here in this 3rd period. Klingberg now over to Lindell. Klingberg a shot, his stick explodes, and Turris picks it up. Ben causing a turnover now, but Forsberg gets a little rush here going. Back the other way now is Forsberg, handing it off, and Arvidsson with a little daylight in the bottom right corner and just could not sneak it by Ben Bishop, as that would have been the go-ahead goal here with 7 seconds left to go. But nevertheless, we have a draw here, and overtime seems to be the option here. Sissons wins the draw. Pass is intercepted. Corey Perry picks it up, and Klingberg will head back the other way for a final shot. Here's Rupe Hintz centering pass to Sagan, and the shot is blocked. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have quite the game here in Dallas as the Stars have come back from a 5-1 deficit to tie it up and head to overtime. What an exciting game here, and I'm sure we're going to get a great finish in this overtime period. We will be back momentarily. Hello everyone, and welcome to period number 4 here. We're in the first overtime of game number 2 as we get set for puck drop now. What a wonderful comeback it has been for the Dallas Stars as they were down 5-1 heading into this 3rd period. And Joe Pavelski was the one to tie it up with just a couple of minutes to go. And here we are in the first overtime now. John Klingberg gives it up to Rupe Hintz. Dallas Stars with the momentum here. Another shot by Corey Perry goes wide. Perry once again giving it up to Lindell. Hintz back for Klingberg. Down low, a shot by Hintz is blocked, and a good chance there for Corey Perry. Could not squeak it through. Matt Duchene now with a response here for the Predators. He gets a little room, and he sneaks it behind the net there. Moving in back for Granlund. Back up to Ekholm. Ekholm now gives it off to Johansson. Granlund, a backhand shot into the glove of Ben Bishop, and we will get a whistle now with just 2.5 minutes gone in this overtime period here. At this time, on behalf of the ENHL Network, we'd like to let you know that we're now donating all of the revenue generated from this stream to Project Hope in the fight against the coronavirus. Project Hope provides protective gear and other critical equipment to doctors and nurses working on the front lines. And if you'd like to donate, you can click the link in the chat, or you can donate directly through the stream through subscriptions, bits, or just being a viewer. So thank you so much for all of your support so far. Pekka Rinne with another stop there. Back and forth here, it seems, for the two teams now after quite the comeback for the Stars, one of the best in NHL history, and let's see if they can complete it here now. As Gurianov, the shot is stopped there by Rinne, and here's Joe Pavelski now moving in, trying to get into center, and back come the Predators now. Victor Arvidsson getting knocked along the boards, and Pavelski recovers it. Pavelski now heading back the other way, giving it off to Sekera, back to Jamie Benn, the shot, and that one is gloved by Pekka Rinne. Tons of chances on either side, and it's going to be pretty exciting when this next goal goes in. I mean, for either side, when you think about it, for the Predators, if they score, it's going to be completely demoralizing for this Stars team, as they've made a phenomenal comeback, and if the Stars, of course, score, then it'll be one of the best storylines this playoffs will have to offer here, as Polak now behind the net gives up to Faksa. And here comes Janmark, a shot. Gets a little space there. Does not go, and Yannick Weber now back the other way. Craig Smith giving it up to Bonino. Bonino now off to Grimaldi. Can't get it through. And here come the Stars now. Here is Janmark. Janmark dropping it down low for Faksa. Faksa now back to the point and feeds it into Radulov, who can't squeak it by Rinne. Quickly back now are the Predators, and there's a quick turnover in favor of the Stars, and here comes Blake Como making a move, cannot break through, and here comes Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi now stopping up, giving it back to the point now. Yossi moving it down low to Watson. Watson trying to center it there for Bishop, who lets it go. And here comes Blake Como, giving it up to Alexiak and Dickinson now. Como back to Dickinson. Shot no good. And Ryan Ellis breaking out for the Predators. Gives it off to Yarncrook, who gets stopped high in their own zone. And Dickinson will just dump it in. Nice defense here by the Stars, not really giving the Predators a lot of time and space in their own offensive zone. Here they go, a nice chance there for Sissons. Just gets stopped off the tip of the glove of Ben Bishop, and that one could have done it there. That one was very close, and here comes Nick Bonino now. Or Sissons, rather. Sissons moving in, giving it up to Fabro, the point shot, and that one is stopped by Ben Bishop. 10 minutes, or just about 10 minutes, have expired in this overtime period, and that chance could have done it there, as we get a face-off here in the Stars zone now. Predators win it, and here's Ekholm now on the point. Forsberg dropping it off, and that one is picked. Here come the Stars now with numbers. Here's Miro Heiskanen feeding off to Sekera, the shot, and that one is blocked aside. Here comes Dante Fabro to Turris now. Forsberg moving it down low in the corner, giving it up to Turris. Ekholm now. And we got a breakaway now. Here is Denis Gurianov. Gurianov moving in, and that one is stopped by Rinne. Great save, Pekka Rinne, to keep this game alive now. And back they come. Duchesne a shot. That one is blocked by Heiskanen. And Heiskanen will head back into the offensive zone now. Here he goes. Dropping it off to Sagan. And Rinne stands tall once again. Couple of amazing saves there by Pekka Rinne to keep the Predators in this game. Denis Gurianov with a clear break. Good pressure there by Fabro on the end of it, but Pekka Rinne with a massive save. Tyler Seguin now on the draw, wins it. Back to Sekera. And Perry's shot is blocked. Here comes Ryan Johansson now, giving it across. No good, and Rupe Hintz has it. Hintz now dropping it for Seguin, back up to Sekera. Corey Perry moving in a shot high and wide over the shoulder of Rinne. And Seguin now with a little space, backing up in a shot, no good. Corey Perry now. The pressure continues here as Hintz gets a little space. Seguin giving it back to Perry, the shot along the pad of Pekka Rinne and out. Here is Granlund. And turn over there by Polak once again. This has been all Dallas Stars here. And Janmark now. And the Predators will regroup here as Weber has it. Here's Rocco Grimaldi. Grimaldi now giving it off to Yossi. The shot does not go. And Radulov now walking over the blue line. Giving it back to the point. Polak now with a little space. The shot into the shoulder, and that one just went through behind the net there. And Radek Faksa, the shot is tipped. Just misses. And Roman Yossi will break out now. Captain of the Predators looking to end it here with 5 minutes left to go and a centering pass. And there's some traffic, but no shot gone off there. And we got a break now. Here is Andrew Cogliano. The shot along the ice is wide. And Blake Como now down low for Cogliano. Centers it. And Ellis picks it off. Austin Watson now moving into the offensive zone here. Centering here for Ellis. Ellis with some space, giving it off to Roman Yossi. He had a great opportunity to shoot there, and he did not. Here is Austin Watson. Ellis with the weak backhand shot, easily covered by Ben Bishop for the face-off. Well, that was a long sequence of play there, but both teams still in this one. But the Dallas Stars have had majority of the great chances, majority of the high danger chances, and majority of the time in the offensive zone, as the Predators have just completely stepped down here and taken a big step back. As Watson gets another backhand shot off, doesn't go. Colton Sissons, a shot into the chest of Ben Bishop, is stopped. Just as I say that, the Predators offense gets going once again. 4 minutes left to go here. Nice chance by Austin Watson to put it away. And of course, if the Predators win, they will get a 2-0 series lead, as the Stars are looking to tie it up here off of a great comeback. Gurianov now. Walking over center is Pavelski. Pavelski with the tying goal in this game. Seeing if he can seal the deal here, and he gives it up to Gurianov. But Rene shuts the door there, and this line has been unbelievable for the Dallas Stars with Pavelski and Gurianov and Jamie Benn. Let's see if they can pot one here as they get a face-off in the offensive zone now. But that draw is taken by Jamie Benn and back out to the point. The Stars regain possession as Pavelski gets another grade A chance there, but Rene says no. Well, ladies and gentlemen, double overtime is looking like quite the possibility here, as both teams are remaining pretty cool under pressure thus far. Philip Forsberg now with a chance to end it here, moving down low. Centers it to Turris for a pretty good chance. Couldn't get all of it off, though, and it's an easy save by Ben Bishop. Both goaltenders having collapses of their own in this game, but they've been able to stand tall here in this overtime period with some big saves on either side. Pavelski now up to Ben, giving it off to Gurianov. Gurianov over to Pavelski, the backhand shot, wide open net. Puck bouncing, could not gain possession, was Gurianov. And the Predators will go offside. That was Arvidsson on the right side. Great chance there for Gurianov as the puck was just bouncing wide open there. Could not seal the deal for the Dallas Stars to complete this comeback. 2:18 left to go. Face-off won there by Johansson, and he gets a shot off into the glove of Ben Bishop. Cannot really seem to get a flow here in this game, as there's been a lot of whistles in both offensive zones here. Here is both top lines once again. Both teams very tired. And Rupe Hintz will just lug his way along now. And he is pressed against the board there by Weber. And Johansson eventually recovers it. But Sekera gets the puck in the neutral zone, hands it off to Hintz. Sagan now once again up for Corey Perry. Back to Sagan, the shot into the chest of Pekka Rinne for another easy save. The difference between these chances, of course, has been a lot of the chances for the Stars have been pretty high volume and very dangerous, whereas the chances the Stars have gotten, or the Predators rather, have not. And there's another glove save there, but Rene lets it go, and Hamhuis is forced to make a play in front of the net, and there's another turnover, but Duchesne eventually recovers it and gives it up to Granlund with Weber. Johansson back to Granlund. Hamhuis moving in. Weber with a little space gives it off to Hamhuis once again. Down low for Johansson. Here is Matt Duchesne. Duchesne now a shot, and that one is blocked. Back on the point now is Yossi, and there's a turnover there. Rupe Hintz on a breakaway. He has Radulov, and he's stopped there by Pekka Rinne with just about a minute left to go here. That was another wonderful chance for the Dallas Stars to seal the deal here. And this point shot there by Heiskanen, that was easily stopped, but that chance there by Rupe Hintz, one of the best we've seen in this overtime. And Rinne said no. Another backhand shot there by Janmark. Austin Watson feeds it up to Järnkrok now. Järnkrok giving it off, and that one is picked at the middle of the ice there, and the Stars head back. Here is Janmark dropping it, and Faxa recovers in the center ice, and that's blocked by Ellis. 2-on-2 now. Here comes Ryan Ellis. Feeds it off to Järnkrok. Järnkrok gets a shot off, and that one just goes over the glove and wide of Ben Bishop. Alexiak now up to Andrew Cogliano. Cogliano now giving it off to Como with a shot. Big rebound there, but no one able to bury it. As here's Como now, the shot off the post. Great chance there by Blake Como, and here's Radek Faksa now. Behind the net, over to Cogliano, the shot, and he is knocked, but there's a loose puck in front. Rinne can't cover it, and Ellis will eventually get it out. Luckily, no icing there, as it looks like this will be the end of the first overtime period as time expires. What a great bunch of chances there for the Dallas Stars, as they seem to be taking over this game here from the point of that third period starting. We're going to be heading into double overtime, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance in this game by Pekka Rinne. Let's see what he can do here in the second overtime. Hello everyone, and welcome to American Airlines Center here in Dallas, Texas, as we get set for double overtime in game number 2 between the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators. The Dallas Stars coming back from a 5-1 deficit in the third period to tie this game up, and it's been all Stars for the rest of this game, as there's another great chance of Versagen, another shot by Hintz, and another one is stopped by Rinne. And those are just some examples there of how this game has gone for the later stages, as it's been all Dallas Stars. Here is Rupe Hintz now. Centering pass. Back out to Hintz on the left side. Stopping, feeding it out to Perry, the point shot. And that one is stopped by Pekka Rinne. Corey Perry liking to get his shots off at the point in this game. He's got one already from there. And seeing if he can catch Rinne off guard once again. Those are some amazing chances there, but Rinne just performing amazing here after giving up quite the blunder in the third period. Face-off won there by Nashville. Here is Ryan Ellis quickly up to Granlund. Granlund over to Duchesne, the shot off the shoulder of Ben Bishop. Here is Rupe Hintz. Hintz now coming back the other way for the Stars and tried to center it there, but that one was easily stopped by Roman Josi, and here come the Predators now. Klingberg causes a turnover, and Pavelski will just dump it in. Johansson quickly back up to Arvidsson, who drops it back, and Pavelski with a little break. What a weird pass there by Victor Arvidsson gives Pavelski a great chance, and you don't want to give him any space in that area because he will make you pay. Miro Heiskanen now quickly moving it up for Gurianov. This has been the best line here in this game as Pavelski gets a great chance but can't get all of it as Rene covers it up now. Just 4 minutes gone in this overtime period here. Predators with a chance to go up 2-0 in this series. But it's been all Dallas Stars for these overtime periods thus far. Fabro now breaking out, giving it up to Ekholm. Here is Arvidsson. Arvidsson battling with Heiskanen. He gets it, centers it to Turris. He scores! Kyle Turris, overtime winner, gives the Nashville Predators a 2-0 series lead. What a turn of events this game has been, as the Dallas Stars, with a heartbreaking loss after coming back down 5-1 in the third period, force an overtime, get some wonderful chances, but Pekka Rinne shuts the door, and Kyle Turris is the overtime hero here in Game 2 of this Western Conference Series. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for tuning in so far to the Stanley Cup playoffs here on the NHL Playoff Network. We will catch you guys next time.